Honorable Karuna Sena Hetiarati, Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Honorable Udaya Seneviratna, Secretary, Ministry of Mafabeli, Development and Environment, Honorable Minister from Maldives, Honorable Minister from Seychelles, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, and my friends and colleagues. I really would like to extend our warmest welcome to this high-level segment of 8th GEF International Water Conference. First, I would like to thank the government of Sri Lanka to host this very important conference, and also would like to thank for the very strong support extended by a suite of partners, including UNDP and its local office, and the UNEP, and everybody. And from my personal note, I'm very happy to be back to this beautiful country. Here I spent 4 years, and I'm so grateful to see many, many familiar faces from this floor. Last year, 2015, had two important agreements, the SDG adopted in September and Paris Climate COP in December. These two agreements have something very, very common in them, that there is a very clear recognition that the global environmental commons, our oceans, water, our forests and lands, health of soil and climate are the very critical foundation for sustainable development. However, for so long, we humans have taken them just granted and have utilized them as almost assuming they are limitless and bountiful. But it's so clear by now there is a limit, and we have already utilized them and to their capacity limitation. And now is the time to change this discourse. Now we are in 2016, where we need to accelerate those implementation. For this reason, this conference, IWC 8, comes at a very timely moment, and its theme of scaling up GEF international water investment to deliver sustainable development goal, it's so well conceived. I hear, however, from all over the world, SDG is very, very complicated. There are so many goals. They are overlapped. A lot of complexity in it. And how we can start with that, how we can disentangle this. So there is a lot of challenge to implement or acceleration of the implementation of the SDG. In fact, life is very complicated, so there is no wonder to aim achieving or delivering SDG is no easy task. And in fact, to ensure no one left behind is also the daunting challenge. The global commons always suffer from two tragedies. One is the tragedy of commons, another is tragedy of horizon. And water in all its form is no exception to it. However, this group, IW Lang Group, can deliver a very significant contribution to address this challenge of implementation of SDG in three important ways. Number one, how to work across national boundaries. So how to deal with transboundary issue. Second contribution would be how to deliver integrated solution. The third contribution will be how to create multi-stakeholder platform to achieve SDG. So let me briefly touch upon each of three. The first one is how to create the platform for transboundary collaboration. In fact, this group, IW Lang Group, has been working on building capacity locally and nationally to influence policy formulation and regional and international collaboration. This is not an easy task. Such process demands long-term strategies to be in place with achievable milestones that secure continued support from community to cabinet. the GF International Water Portfolio is a clear testament to how countries have come together to formulate scientifically informed plans and concrete investment strategies, which leads to high-level political agreements to safeguard the shared common resources. We are not finished yet, but we were on the right path, showcasing to the international community that even though transboundary water collaboration on shared resources is difficult, it is entirely possible. I'm very proud of these achievements, and I'm looking forward to seeing more and more good examples which this cluster produce for transboundary water collaboration in the future. Let me move on to the second contribution this group can deliver. This is the integrated approach and solution. There is no secret that an SDG agenda are very, very complicated and actually quite integrated. One of the exercises that you have been doing throughout this week is how to showcase that an international water projects can deliver to a multitude of SDGs. This is, in fact, a proof to the fact that projects targeted to deliver multiple results through an integrated approach will be a sensible tool, a very powerful tool for nations to embrace towards the SDGs. This conference rightly focuses on the sustainable investment to support the dynamic interface between land and ocean, referred to as source to sea. If we are successful in the continue to evolve the IWRAN, we will be in a position to support nations around the world in their challenges to deliver the SDGs by showing that and how to deliver the integrated solution to this very, very complex challenge to safeguard the safe global commons. Let me move on to the final contribution I can see that this group can deliver. That is how to create a multi-stakeholder platform. SDG shows that it requires the full participation from all the quarter of the community, from community to cabinet, to include the private sector, CSOs, citizens, almost everybody, and no exception to international water. In order for nation and global community to sustainably manage the fresh and marine water, IWRAN has been and will continue to be one of the most powerful tools to increase skills and capacity to learn from peers and share experiences between colleagues. That is one of the core functions of this group, IWRAN, and this conference. We at the GEF recognize the importance of sharing knowledge across national borders between different regions of the world. Knowledge management and results-based management are deeply interlinked and mutually dependent of each other. I firmly believe that this is one of the reasons that IWRAN and its activities time and again is highlighted for its achievements and keeping its long-term goal intact. However, to truly be transformative, IWRAN also needs to address a little bit of missing piece in this platform. One example of how IWRAN is moving in this direction is by focusing on the private sector and CSOs and opening a dialogue with those essential sectors on the global commons theme. By doing so, I strongly hope that private sector and CSO become a true partner and forces for change, offering valuable advice, expertise, and resources while filling a void in the stakeholder spheres. By opening up IWLAN more friendly as an outward-looking platform, this conference would be very, very useful to step forward. It's so important that I'm very happy to announce that this conference will be followed by an international roundtable to explore and develop that partnership between the private sector and GEF, so that I have a quite an interest, significant interest, how the next 2 days, this international roundtable with private sector could be a very important step forward. Let me finish by saying how much proud I am of the achievement this family has been producing in the past, but I also want to say how ambitious we could be and we should be, that this group could contribute to deliver the SDG and build on that the past success. And we really we should aim much, much higher, that how much we could contribute to showing that the integration be possible and transboundary collaboration be achievable, and opening up and creating the true multi-stakeholder platform be useful. So with those 3 areas, I want to continue to stand ready to support the work of IWLAN, which could be a very, very powerful instrument for the entire globe to achieve the SDG. So I hope this conference has been useful and will continue to be useful, including next 2 days. I wish that a successful deliberation towards the end of this conference. Thank you very much.